We're in the water park capital of the world today, Wisconsin Dells. This is Ranger, Minneapolis-based correspondent, and I'll be showing you all around the largest water park in North America. Welcome to Noah's Ark. We'll start with a look at the map of the park, and this place is massive. I've divided the park into 6 different sectors that I've created, each of which is the size of a small regional water park. The sectors are further apart than they look on the map, so you'll want to keep all the members of your party in the same general area. The park sits on the edge of a large hill, and many of the slides take advantage of the natural slope of the terrain. There's 50 feet of elevation change from the bottom to the top of the hill. It feels more like 80 feet when you're walking up it, but government topography data indicates it is 50 feet. When you drive in at the start of the day, you'll enter at the bottom of the map and then go up the slope to the main parking lot on top. The lower parking lot can be accessed with a high-level pass or at an additional charge. This may change though, as the park was recently acquired in March 2025. Noah's Ark is now owned by Hershend, the parent company of Dollywood and Silver Dollar City. But now let's take a full loop around the park, and then I'll give my thoughts on the park as a whole and on the acquisition. Most likely you will enter the park to these sites and run into the Big Kahuna wave pool. You can claim your beach chair for the day and enjoy a swim in this large and deep pool. The waves run for 10 minutes at a time, which is preferable to the 5-minute intervals on most wave pools. There's also a children's splash area on the side of the pool. Noah's Ark does a great job of offering something for small kids in each of the sectors. This makes it easy for everyone in your group to stay entertained while navigating the park. Let's now get the thrills underway and talk about the Black Thunder tube slides. These intense inner tube slides can be ridden alone or with a partner. The outside slides create long, winding journeys in near total darkness. Each of the middle slides is a speedy double drop. The second dive produces a terrifying moment of airtime that you won't be able to see or react to. Nearby is Monkey Rapids, a set of small inner tube slides. All 3 dump straight into the Adventure River. Despite its name, the Adventure River itself is a slow attraction. It does have a long route, and it traverses this entire sector of the park. There always seem to be plenty of inner tubes available in the river as well. Closing out the Kahuna sector, I should mention the main gift shop, and most of the good food options and lockers are adjacent to the wave pool. We'll start this area off with Chameleon, which is the newest attraction in the park. This slide dates back to 1997, but lights and sound were added in 2023, along with a name change and a paint job. Chameleon is off somewhat by itself, despite what the park map depicts, and it is down a sizable hill from the wave pool. The ride itself is a beautiful one and fairly long. It's a fully enclosed family raft slide, complete with lights and sounds. Paradise Lagoon is a water playground that is probably more extreme than what your local water park has. This full set of chute-style slides will launch you into this 11-foot deep pool, which of course you will need to swim yourself out of. You can also take a zip line ride into the middle of the pool for an exciting drop. Tadpole Bay is also a part of this complex. It's a water playground that is predictably themed to a large boat and animals that you might see at a zoo. There's plenty of interesting water features to keep the little ones entertained for a while, although older guests are welcome too. Highlights are this tipping bucket and a pair of small body slides. This is the area of the park you will see when you drive in or when driving past Noah's Ark on Wisconsin Dells Parkway. The first attraction you'll pass when entering the area is Surfing Safari. This is a standard model Flowrider wave simulator. See how long you can stay on and ride the wave, or maybe try some new tricks. This one is for boogie boarding only, and stand-up surfing is not offered. Raja is the newest built from the ground up slide in the park. It's also the most colorful and visually pleasing. It's a single or double inner tube slide, and it's marketed as the world's largest king cobra ride. The ride starts with 2 helixes, which are silky smooth but not super fast. Then you're launched down this ramp, then back up towards the snake's venomous fangs. Each raft is free to spin as it makes several more passes up and down the ramp. Raja is also a racing slide, and it's the only one of its type in the United States. It's a dynamic ride, but it's definitely prettier than it is forceful. Flash Flood is a high-capacity boat ride, the likes of which you would see at a full-scale amusement park. In fact, this is the only true water park that I've ever seen one of these. It's a simple ride, consisting only of a lift hill and a drop, but everyone on board is absolutely guaranteed to get drenched. A short wait time, combined with the fact that you don't have to scale any stairs to get to the entrance, makes Flash Flood the most re-rideable attraction in the park. In this somewhat isolated corner of the park, we find many of Noah's Ark's best slides. We'll start with Black Anaconda, the park's only water coaster. It was the world's longest water coaster when it opened back in 2005. What really stands out on this ride is the pacing. All of the drops and climbs are seamlessly linked. All the turnarounds are in darkness and drench you with giant splashes. There's bunches of airtime pops, and the ride time is still world class. It doesn't have the newest technology, but it's still one of the best water coasters in the country. This multi-slide complex is built into the side of the hill. These shots just don't give justice to the size of these slides, which top out at 100 feet. Until recently, these were the tallest body slides in the Midwest. The point of no return is the straight shot slide at the summit, generating the fastest speeds of any slide at the park. In 2010, one of the 2 point of no return slides was modified into this diabolical creation, Scorpion's Tail. This became the world's very first uphill looping water slide. It's a drop pod entry slide too, and the dive is steep and terrifying. The uphill section creates strong positive G's before slinging you into the finishing dip. I fly so fast at the end that I can catch air on the last dive. These 2 tall slides can be literal back burners though, so exercise caution. This tower also features Quadzilla, which is a mat racing slide. I enjoy these, but this one is nothing special compared to similar builds. Finally, we have Cowabunga, which is a set of family rat slides with multiple drops, all going straight down the hill. On the way out of the area, we run into Stingray. Hopefully you can guess how this one got its name. This is another single or double inner tube slide. A steep drop will rocket you down the side of the structure, creating high speeds. You then collect airtime on the opposite side before making several swings back and forth before settling in the middle. There are 2 instances of this slide, which keeps wait times down. I do wonder though why Raja was built when the sensation on Stingray is very similar. The wave is at the top of the hill by the parking lot, and it represents the second full-size wave pool at the park. Unfortunately, I have not seen it open on any of my visits since 2021. In addition to the wave pool, there is also a kids' play area up here, but there are no other attractions. This sector is in the center of the park and it has the highest concentration of slides. The entrances for all the slides are on an island surrounded by the endless river. This is a relaxing lazy river and it's located in something of a trench. It's a low-key scenic route too, as it goes through trees and past the slides on the hill. Congo Bongo Rapids is a family-style raft slide. Each raft descends this serpentine layout, splashing riders on each of the turns. This one isn't very long or thrilling compared to similar rides at other parks. It would be a good warm-up ride or first slide for a small kid. Bermuda Triangle is a set of double inner tube slides, although they can be ridden single. These are the oldest tube slides in the park, dating back to 1988. These all have long, winding paths that end with these drops into the exit pool. None of them are enclosed, nor are they very fast, so the thrill factor is fairly low. Time Warp is the star of this area. It's yet another family raft slide, and it features a giant drop into this fully enclosed bowl. The height of the drop and the darkness make this the most intense raft slide in the park. There's a secret in the bowl too, but I'll leave it up to you to experience it for yourself. Toucan Twisters is a set of body slides which offer differing experiences. The two slides at the bottom of the stairs are short and reserved for small children. The blue and orange slides on the top deck are fantastic and produce good speeds. They have tight layouts with multiple turns and drops. The winner here is the blue slide in the middle of the upper platform. This area also has Elephant's Pond, which will keep the little ones busy while other members in your party are exploring the major slides in this sector. This now concludes the walkthrough tour portion of the video. Breaking news for 2025 is the park is adding heated water at some attractions. The rides that will turn up the heat, their words not mine, are listed right here. This is a pretty good list of attractions. Freezing water has definitely given me the shivers on some of these in the past. Conventional wisdom might make you wonder if Noah's Ark is about to extend their operating calendar past the core summer season, but I don't believe this is the case. There simply isn't demand for this park in the early spring or in the fall when school is back in session. This is common knowledge for anyone who has made multiple off-peak visits to the area, as I have. I believe that the goal of heating the water is to increase traffic on cold and rainy days, of which there are several over a Wisconsin summer. Noah's Ark is a quintessential stop for any serious water park fan due to its sheer size and impressive list of slides. But I'm just not thrilled about what this park has done since Palace Entertainment bought the place in 2012. Raja is the only modern slide that was added on their 12-year watch. I firmly believe that Noah's Ark was the best water park in the world 15 years ago. But I would tell you with a straight face that the 2010 version of the park was straight up better than what we see today. Parking used to be free and a full 18-hole mini golf course was included with park admission. The course is now closed. There was a full-size SpongeBob 4D simulations theater where you would get soaked during the show. A slide complex called Jungle Rapids was removed, and it had some of the wildest and most unique slides that I had ever ridden at the time. Perhaps even most unbelievably, they had a Vekoma Madhouse ride called Curse of the Crypt. They even had bumper boats and a museum back in 2010. Simply stated, the gap between this park and other top US water parks has shrunk to nothing over time. Noah's Ark is still a top 10 US water park in my estimation, but it's not the Cedar Point of water parks like it used to be. It's less Patrick Mahomes and more 2024 version of Aaron Rodgers. Still, the season passes and daily tickets are some of the best value propositions in the industry. As of editing time, day passes start at $36 and season passes start at only $60. A Platinum Pass will get you unlimited admissions and parking to all the Legacy Palace parks for 2025. Hershend Entertainment did wholly acquire Palace Parks, and this sale includes Noah's Ark. Given the lack of progress here the last decade, it's hard not to be excited about the acquisition. Hershend's water park portfolio is small, but they have turned Dollywood Splash Country in Tennessee into one of the very best water parks in the United States. Hopefully they can restore Noah's Ark to its former glory, and in doing so make it one of the flagship parks of the combined brand. But I would still recommend traveling to Wisconsin Dells to visit Noah's Ark in its current form. There's plenty of other attractions and water park resorts in the area as well. Just don't expect Noah's Ark to be leagues better than all the other options. We do have video reviews of most of the major attractions in the Dells up on the channel. We also have comprehensive coverage of most of the major theme parks and water parks in the United States. But thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. This is Ranger signing off from Wisconsin Dells.